Government should treat herdsmen the way it treats businessmen in Onitsha, Alaba. Senator Adamu, hello, my wonderful people. You can see the senator's face. Is also a Fulani, and he feels strongly that the government has not been fair to the Fulanis. Now, guys, I mean, I just want to point out a very crucial point. Yes. Now, listen. Everybody is speaking about inclusiveness of the Fulanis, which is not a bad idea if they are Nigerians. Yes, it should be the proper and the normal thing that should be done. Fine, accept, good. Not, but nobody's talking about the insecurity they are causing and how they are killing people and all that is going on. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Government should treat herdsmen the way it treats businessmen in Onitsha, Alaba. Senator Adamu, senator representing Nasarawa West Senatorial District and former governor of Nasarawa State, Abdul Adamu, said government owes it a duty to treat herdsmen and other citizens to be treated equally and fairly. I say all the citizens in Nigeria should be treated equally and fairly, which is a fair point, which is an honest point. All the citizens should be treated equally and fairly. Yes, let's continue. It says, he said this with the press corps in Abuja on Monday after the discussion of Fulani herdsmen and the ban on open grazing was discussed. He lamented that herdsmen, because of their calling, don't enjoy infrastructures like good roads, electricity, pipe-borne water, etc. Yet their right is being truncated. According to him, governments should make funds available to herdsmen pursuing their legitimate business the same way businessmen across the country have access to funds and national treasury. He said the government has a duty like the way it's treating businessmen in Alaba, Onitsha, Kaduna, Lagos, Port Harcourt to treat herdsmen too in the same way and manner because they are Nigerians. These provisions are public funds. They are not for the private funds of any governor or senator. These funds are for the treasury of this country, and every Nigeria should have a stake in the treasury. So the government has a duty to find a wherewith to make it possible for herdsmen to not to go astray in the course of pursuing their legitimate business. Adamu made it, who is the Senator Committee Chairman of the Agricultural and Rural Development, expressed disappointment at how the government of the southern region are going about giving a ban on anti-open grazing on legitimate herders who are going about their movement of their cow from one place to the other, inhibiting their business. While reacting to the question on national issue, he added, when I read the meeting of the southern governors and the issue on the issue of open grazing ban and how they kicked against it and threatened to make the law against it, I replied them it is in a manner that you can recall is really what they deserve. I believe as governors, as members of executive operating in different types of government, they have a constitutional responsibility, constitution upon which they take an oath in office. One of the fundamental rights that there is to every Nigerian, no excuse. Every Nigerian has a right to freedom of movement. Every Nigerian has a right to purchase a legitimate business, right to associate, right to everything enshrined in the Constitution. You cannot, under any pretense, take away that right. I don't know under any condition which the government can say, yes, we can take away this right. When they come up with it, I will be wondering. First and foremost, a week earlier, before the meeting the governors had in Abuja, there was no such announcement like we are going to put a ban on Fulani herdsmen and we are going to meet in Asaba. So when it came, it was rather a shock. Responding to the question on anti-grazing law, which is rather becoming a serious issue, he said it is barbaric for the governors to go against the rights of the people. The people have a right to their legitimate business and must do it without anybody infringing on their fundamental human rights. What is happening is not acceptable. The governors of the southern region are going against the people's legitimate business, which is not right. So this is what is happening. Yes, this is what is going on. We cannot continue to pretend, yeah, that everybody is on the same page. Some people have a different mindset. What is happening in this country, and you can see it reflect in the way they think and in the way they go about how things and issues in this country are being reflected. How can they? Yes, how can he be thinking? Is cow movement, how is that infringing on fundamental human rights? Nobody says that anybody from the north, including the Fulani, cannot move to the south without a cow. The cow has no fundamental human right. Maybe we are not in the animal kingdom where we are treating animal rights. The cow, they said, come. The Fulani man can come. He can rent a house, he can stay in any part of the country. Any legitimate Nigerian. I know what I mean by legitimate Nigerian. He can stay in any part of the country. But what is not acceptable, yes, is foreign men coming, pretending that they are coming to do one or two things in the country and they are not Nigerians and go about committing crime. That is what the governors of the South are against. And I don't understand what these people cannot really understand in this whole matter. I don't understand it. No, but he said, yeah, and what he is hammering on is fundamental human rights. Fundamental human rights, is it cattle rights? Human rights, like you said earlier, mentioned. Fundamental human rights, not fundamental animal rights. And nobody have said Fulanis are banned from the south. I bet nobody have said so. If anybody said so, even a governor, I mean, in Nigeria today, anything goes, because fundamental human rights is only a thing on paper. It's not real. It's no longer a thing in Nigeria. Everybody calls the law what he calls it. Because if you look at what happened in Sunday Igboho's house, according to Nigerian law, Nigerian government should be in jail for going into somebody's house after 7 p.m. So there's a lot involved. You can't wake up one morning and tell us you are doing this, you are doing that. There are so many, so many wrong things being done by this government, which when we say fundamental human right, it doesn't exist anymore. It's only a figment of our imagination. You see, so there's no fundamental human rights. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe, click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.